debut.
I can't believe how far we're backed up here. We're backed up past this driveway today, October 6th, 2025. There's somebody turning left. The roundabout's behind us. You could have just went left in the roundabout and you would have been there already. And just made that light. Unbelievable. This way is not faster than the highway, which is to our right, or High Park Road, which is 10 kilometers an hour faster to our left. I live on this road. My destination is the end of this road. Before I get too far into the video, like every day for the past 3 months, the traffic has been getting worse and worse and worse. We see somebody turning left back there almost every day, and we see idiots trying to cut up. Look, there's one right now. So they sat through that entire traffic light, 2 minutes, just so that they can come up to this road. They think that that's going faster than going down the roundabout and already being on the highway. And then here's another one that's following now. So now we've got the fear of missing out. That's four. There's five. There's one behind that truck. That's 5 people that are now using that road as a quote-unquote shortcut, which is actually substantially longer than if they had just taken the roundabout back at Sunningdale and went to the highway. But that's what we're starting to see, right? We're starting to see people turning left at Medway, and we're starting to see people turn right there, thinking that they're gonna miss traffic or whatever. But again, you could have already turned at the roundabout, which is a roundabout. You don't have to wait 2 minutes for a traffic light, and you would have already been at the highway. So tell me how that's faster. And explain to Middlesex Center how you're not shortcutting. There's so much shortcutting traffic, in fact, that they had to install that set of traffic lights that you were trying to avoid. I don't know. It's hard to rationalize irrational thoughts. This person leading this parade is doing 15 under the speed limit. And we've got a nice green light. And if people were paying attention, or could pay attention, then we might actually, well, we should actually make this light. But the reason why the traffic was all bunched up behind them is because they were going slower than the speed limit and going slower than the traffic should allow. We didn't catch up to you by going faster than you. You know, we didn't catch up to you by doing how much over the speed limit. And again, 2 people turning right, not even stopping for that red light, by the way. You could have been on the highway already. The highway's faster than this road, has 1 possible slowdown compared to 3 guaranteed stops, and is dead nuts flat and straight, and it's a highway. So why are you on this road when your destination is ultimately the highway? My destination is the end of this road. My house is on this road. Just saying. So it shows you just how slow this driver was going, because we sat at a light for 2 minutes, and now at the next major arterial road, we've now caught up again just by going the speed limit. I'll also point out how many people are turning. 1, 2, 3 people just turned onto this road where they drove past the highway, which is to our right, to come down this road instead of taking a highway. Now, what are the odds that this person would be someone who turns left? Well, they're turning right, so that's not as bad. They didn't stop at the stop sign, though. They're in such a hurry that they got to blow through this stop sign, but back there they're going to do 15 under the speed limit and cause 5 people to miss the traffic light, right? I understand that now. Yeah, that makes sense to me. You're in such a hurry, you're going to go up a road that's slower than the highway, but then when you get to a stop sign, you're going to blow through it. Right, I understand now. Right. And And then both of them now are going to drive past the highway that they could have already been on. Remember, I live on Wonderland Road. My destination was the end of Wonderland Road. I have zero other options to use unless I want to start cutting through other people's neighborhoods. And like, here's your destination. Sorry, that's the wrong SUV, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go cutting through other people's neighborhoods, other people's streets, other people's areas when I live on that road. My destination is the end of that road. These people have at least two other options to use, and they chose the slowest and the most dangerous one. How many times have we captured people off the road in the wintertime, especially, and a car flip over? Yeah. People just don't think, they follow or whatever. I don't know. Again, it's hard to rationalize irrational thoughts.